Testing. What's going on, guys? Yo, it is another Just My Advice. Currently, I am in LA. If you could tell, like, this isn't my usual spot. This is, I'm in West Hollywood right now, actually. This is like, now this is the second video I've made that I'll be posting onto one of the channels. There's a new one on the main channel, and I've been going live a lot on YouTube and Instagram, but this is a Just My Advice, where you ask questions, and I give just my advice. So if it fucks your life up, it's just my advice, yo. But it's usually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now, so you can send in questions, or you can DM them and let me know that it's for just my advice, or you can comment down below. Everything stays anonymous. So right now I'm gonna go check the last video to see if there's any comments or any questions. And this is like, I love this mic. This thing's completely wireless and shit. So like, I plan on doing stuff like out in the wild on Hollywood Boulevard and shit like that. Hopefully that'll be fun. I need a videographer and shit like that. This angle's fine. But I need to figure out the comedy videos. I need to figure that out somehow. We'll see. But in person, I think that shit's gonna kill. I'm just talking while I look through this shit. But I love busting balls. All right, have you ever felt like you're wasting your youth? And if so, what was your perspective towards that? Any tips on overcoming that feeling? Yeah, I still feel like I'm wasting my youth sometimes, which is kind of crazy, I feel like, because, you know, I feel like people have looked at me, I've seen people comment and say like, oh my God, he's only that age. I thought he was older. Oh, I've done nothing with my life, stuff like that. Like, don't compare yourself to others, because other people are gonna, that's the first thing to do, is to not compare yourself to others, because you're not like too early in this. I'm trying to lean back and make it look good for you guys. That's how much I care, to get it all in the shot, you know? But like, it's never too early, right? Like, the wasting your youth. So wasting your youth means, like, do you have foresight into what's going to happen? I mean, unless you're literally every day playing video games, wasting your life, like like people do, like literally really, really wasting your time. Are you? And if you're aware of it, you're way ahead of the game, right? Most people never realize that they're wasting their time or youth. But here's the thing. You're gonna be young for so long, okay? I look at it, Gary Vee, he said he feels like he's still 24, right? He looked at 40 years old as like old when he was younger. And I look at 40 years old as fuck. I'm 25. But I'm gonna be in my prime when I'm 40, guaranteed. I'm gonna have so much energy, everything's gonna be going, all that shit. That's like 15 years from now, right? So I'm still gonna be young as fuck at 40, to me. You're young as fuck. I don't even care how old you are. So if you're really wasting your youth, like, what does that mean? Take a step back and look at yourself and what you want to do. And does that align with what you want to do? Then it's not wasting it. If you want to be an artist and you're drawing every day and that's not making you money, but your friends are working and making money, that's not a good way to compare or look at it. You got to look at it based off of you and your values and shit and what you want to do, right? Like, your whole day would be wasted if you came and edited my videos and you didn't want to, like, be an editor and learn how to edit videos better and stuff like that. That'd be a waste of your time. But if you want to be a video editor and stuff like that, it would be good for your time to do it, even for free, literally. Like, it'd be better for practice and shit. But if you want to be an artist and drawing, it wouldn't make any sense. So you have to look at yourself and really look at time invested. Like, I was in a fashion class that I paid for, obviously. Like back in the day, my parents would pay for it, but I had like a job and stuff, so I actually paid for this class. I paid for 2 classes. One got canceled, so I was like, okay, I got only 1 class now. And then I just woke up one morning and I was like, I fucking hate this fashion class, man. I can't see the end of it. I can't see me being big in this. I can't see this working out. I'm gonna focus more on YouTube. Just made that choice and kept it moving and kept it pushing. No wasted youth, no wasted time. I was like, my time is more important than the money I spent on this course. Yeah, I think everywhere up until 30, like, I mean, you should be doing things that are useful. You should be learning useful things, like starting a business or like having it, like, so things that can be useful. You don't want to be a 30-year-old, 20-year-old, right? So like me running businesses, how to make money online, doing comedy and all that stuff. I have like multiple sources of income and stuff like that, and other things I plan to do and things of that nature. But just try and skill up. Just work towards a person. This is what I do. I had this ideal of this like perfect person in my mind that is unachievable, right? So you always have something to work towards, because this life is always about, life is about the journey, right? Of finding meaning in the journey. Because life is suffering. Irrefutable, it is suffering. So you have to pick what you have to suffer for. So you might as well pick something you like because you can fail at what you don't like, right? You could do something that your parents told you to do for like school and shit, and you could fail at it miserably and hate it. Imagine that. So much for the question. That's my tips. I mean, my tips are probably in there and stuff. Let's see if there's anything else. Please upload more. I am. I promise. I'm gonna try. I've been just doing a lot of meeting people, networking, all that stuff. Somebody said they totally edited a video for me. Hello, please. Who wants to edit videos or hold a camera out in LA, Hollywood area? Hit me up. Thank you for all these nice comments, by the way. I'm trying to keep the me talking so I don't have to really edit anything out because I hate editing so much that it's just the bane of my existence, to be real with you. All right, we're into the Poppy code. It used to be called Poppy code because of guy code and girl code. I am so fucking original, but it's in the Poppy code album. We're back in there right now. I think I'm doing a video on this channel about also like my hauls of clothes, by the way. Like I did a live with my hauls. I'm wearing something from this thrift store I went to in Hollywood, and so I'm wearing my pants from there too. I'll show you these. You're gonna love these. Hey, how California is that, baby? For future reference, if you have a permanent health problem, how would you tell a significant other? Like how far in the relationship? Immediately. If you have a prominent health problem, how far into the relationship would you tell a significant other? Immediately, even before they become your significant other. Right? Like if they're about to be your significant other, I mean, they should know this about you. Like if you're working towards being in a relationship with somebody, they should be becoming your like best friend, right? So they should know that shit. You don't want to hit them with by the way, I have a lot of chlamydia and other possible things that you could be talking about. Surprise! You know, because some people just don't want to deal with some shit. For real. Some people they just don't want to. I highly suggest telling them prior. You don't want to surprise them with anything like that. Especially when they're going to be with you, right? Like they're going to be the ones who are going to have to take care of you. For better or for worse, because relationships, significant other relationships, you only get like 6, like according to like psychology and Jordan Peterson, all that shit, for like 6 real tries at love. So you want to just hide something from somebody who could potentially be your partner for the rest of your life? Nah, man, I wouldn't do that. I would be fully I'll be fully open and honest. Trust is the foundation of relationships. If there's no trust, there is no relationship. Thank you for the question. For the next, just my advice, how should I bring up my feelings of being taken advantage of by a parent? So that is almost, I'm going to go with impossible. You can bring it up. You can talk to him. Tell him you're an adult. Like, hey, I really want to talk to you about something. It's something that probably is going to be uncomfortable. You could say it that way, or just, the way when I plan trying to talk to my mom about shit, it never goes right? Because she can't self-reflect or look at things that she's done. She can't see that she's done anything wrong. She can't admit that she's done anything wrong. A lot of parents and people who are older, I don't know. It seems like they're different breeds. It seems like they're a different breed of fucking people, man. I don't know. That one's really hard. You'll be lucky if you have a self-aware parent. For some reason, it seems like people who are older, I don't see them as self-aware or just as, I don't know, in tune with anything because they weren't able to like we are online and all this stuff and know everything and know when shit's bullshit and I don't know. It's weird. So they might just think they believe their own bullshit is what I'm getting at. That you can't really teach a dog new tricks. If a person's stuck in their ways, people don't change unless they want to change. I would say tell them, get it off your chest. You want to tell them, but nothing's going to change, I don't think. That's my best guess, though. Thank you for the question. Advice on breakups and how to get over the person quick when they still want to be friends. Well, the friends thing isn't going to work. So, like, I haven't met anybody who's done that. Who's been in a relationship and then broke up and we're friends. I'm trying to think right now. I mean, like, if I saw my ex, I'd be like, what up? But, like, you'd still be thinking about fucking them and shit or whatever. Right? Like, it's not gonna. So, how to get over them quick? There's no way people always say how to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. I don't really think that that's the best form of action, honestly, because becoming what's the term I'm looking for? Becoming a casual sexual partner after being in a serious relationship. Is that all you want to be, is just a casual sexual partner? I usually tell people, focus on yourself. Use all this newfound time to focus on you and develop a new skill, hobby, anything, because you have all this time now and all this extra money, time to look at you and work on you, fill up your cup of love yourself. You need to fill up yourself with love before you move on to the next one. And this might have change something a little bit. So I would say focus on you. The best revenge is success. Don't aim for revenge or anything like that, no matter what happened. Don't fuck the homies. Don't do anything like that. Just work on you. That's the best opportunity to do it. Thank you for the question. Let's see. Okay, so there's 2 left. There's one I want to end on. Here's the second to last one. How do you get over the people in your life who left you without explanation? I would not instantly blame them, because now I'm going to put myself in your shoes. I've had a couple of people leave out of my life and then come back and apologize. So what usually they say is that they were just like in the wrong mindset or something, and it wasn't my fault. Like, for instance, one friend said they felt like the old them when they were around me and my best friend. I get what they're saying. I feel like the old me when I was around my best friend, but that's on me to change and not act the old me, not act the same way as the old me. And that's on them to not act the same way that they acted, right? So that was all on them, and they didn't want to be friends with me because they didn't want to become the old them. I was like, I get what you're saying. This is on you, though, right? Like, I feel you. But then they, I don't think we're friends anymore, actually. But they apologized and all that shit. I wanted to talk to them in person. They didn't want to, like on some adult shit. But I don't know. People be like that. Some people just get like, I don't know. They think people are expendable. Like, I've done that too, though. Like, if somebody like fucks up, though, where I think they don't care or something, where I feel like I just get this vibe of like, oh, this person don't give a fuck. This person's something like this or that. I'll drop a person too quick sometimes. Or at least I used to back in the day. That might be a little bit of a narcissistic thing. I'm not sure. But I really feel like if I feel like somebody doesn't care or is like just my friend for another reason that isn't like me, then I'm like, But if they left without explanation, good. That's how it's meant to be. I wouldn't focus on it. It's not your fault. People come and go. I would say if consistently people leave, I would take a look at that. And maybe see if there's a pattern. That's the best I would say, is to reflect on each situation and see if there's a pattern of why. And if there's multiple people, yeah, there might be a pattern. It might be something, I don't know. Like, for instance, I have parts of BDP, which is it's borderline personality disorder. So like, I like get scared of like people abandoning me and shit, and then sometimes you'll manifest those actions into that happening, right? So maybe just look at self inwardly for that, and you might find the answer, actually, because things you don't like about others and stuff like that is usually a projection of yourself. So I would definitely look inwards on that one. That's a good question. And it's good because I like it to answer that, because it's specific. It seems specific to me, because like sometimes people just like a couple of people just hopped out, but fuck them. All right, thank you for the question. Here's the last one. How to blueprint success. So that is impossible, because success is completely subjective, right? You can make $0 and feel like the most successful person on earth, or you can make $1 million and feel completely unsuccessful, right? Because success is usually about a mixture of health, wealth, and happiness, right? You don't want to focus just on money for financial freedom, because then your health and happiness might go away, right? Like you need to be healthy. If you can't get up and move and walk around because you're so fat and you just have a bunch of money and you die at 50, who gives a fuck? If you're a millionaire and you can't even make it into your private jet, who cares? You got success. The blueprint to success is, first of all, if there's something specific you want to do, somebody's probably already done it. So you could just look at what they've done and look at a mixture of people and look at their failures, right? And kind of reverse engineer based off of what they have done correctly and what they have done wrong, right? Like if you want to be a YouTuber, look what I did, for instance. I didn't make clips and stuff. I didn't make enough clips. I just made a ton of videos. In hindsight, I should have worked smarter instead of harder and clipped videos to promote the videos. But luckily I made a bunch of videos because a ton of mine are getting age restricted and stuff like that, which is killing those videos. But I have so many that I'm still getting paid and stuff. And it helps. So luckily I did that, you know? Who would have known if I did it a different way, if I listened to everybody else or just did what other people did? Because I didn't do what other people did. Nobody was doing 16. I don't know a single creator does 16 videos a week. And at least an like a comedy guy, a comedian, entertainer type shit, like doing 16 videos a week like I used to. That was crazy. But I mean, the blueprint for success is like, there's people who have, anybody who's looks like you, who has done it, it's possible. Everything's possible, right? If you have the skill set, it's usually just your skill plus hard work and patience. But if you suck, it's never going to happen, right? So the blueprint for success is really always, it's there. There's so many things out in the internet. You can search up people, how they did it wrong, all of these things. But the main thing you have to do, this is the best way for blueprinting success, is by first writing out what you want. I think writing it out helps a lot. Thinking about it every single day, what you want, you know, daily affirmations, I think are really good and stuff like that. But writing out what you want, your plan, how to do it, and then do it, because your plan's gonna fall apart. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So do that shit. Plan that shit out, and then just start working. Read, learn. Something I'm really good at is knowing when I'm ready. A lot of people, I feel like, will get into this loop, this knowledge loop of like, oh, I gotta keep learning, then I'm ready. You're never gonna be ready. The best time is always now, but there's always, if you're to practice, like for me, it was watching a little bit more stand-up, then ready to go. Right now, they're all fucking closed. Or with YouTube, watching knowing exactly how to edit a certain thing before I started, saying, oh, here's my new video, guys, and then editing new footage, or getting overwhelmed by new footage because I didn't know how to edit with new software, right? Learning that stuff to get prepared for what you're about to do. But the best way to learn is by doing, right? The best way to learn how to make a business and build a business is by doing that, by building a business. And listening to people online, how they've done it, not by going to college. The best way to do it would be, to build a business, to me, would be go online, learn how other people did it, and document your process in becoming a business owner and stuff like that. Yeah. I think that's the end of this, Just My Advice. This is Just My Advice 6. If you want to be featured in the next Just My Advice, just comment down below, DM me. Just let me know. It's just for my advice. I'm Wineboxpapi everywhere. Guys, if you guys want to support this channel, or support the main channel, like if I've given you any good advice or ever made you laugh, like there's ways to support us down below. We have Patreon, which the comedy videos are going to be going on there a week early, and then they'll be put live on YouTube because YouTube and TLC are taking them down. I might talk on that a little bit more in another video on the main channel. But yeah, comedy videos will be posted there a week early and then released live for free, of course, on YouTube a week after. And yeah, just stuff down below. We got ringtones, t-shirts, other shit. But if not, if you don't want to, I totally understand. Just like this, comment, share it around. It might help somebody, you know? I'm just making this. It helps me to think about these questions, honestly. And it helps people, I hope. That's the only goal, is I just want to help somebody with something they're going through. That's it, I guess. And because I feel like I have this weird thing of like, I give out good advice, I feel like I notice a lot, I see a lot, and I can look at people's perspectives and stuff. At least I try to. And I do care about you guys. So thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for sending in all the questions. And thank you for watching. I love you so much, equally and individually, I promise. Mwah.